Hello everyone, welcome back. I have no idea what's happening because twice I logged on into the live and suddenly I think the network just went off and my screen was blank, so I had to sort of restart it all over again. I hope you all are able to see me, you all are able to hear me, because the whole intention of today talking about the yearly prediction with the sun signs is that you are able to receive angel guidance. And yes, I have immediately erected a protection bubble around all of us. Hi Pamela Dev, hi Bhavna Puri, thanks so much for joining in, logging in once again, because I have no idea why it happened, but then nevertheless, as I have always believed that we have good energies, negative energies all around us. So yes, right now I have erected a protection bubble and we all are inside it, and let's see what the angels want us to do forward. Thank you so much Pamela Dev for your Diwali wishes. I hope you had a great Diwali, and I think before we lose out on more time, let me start again. Yes, Namrata Asija, thanks so much for rejoining. Yes, Vijeta, thanks so much. Yeah, I thought something's just happened. Suddenly the screen was blank. So I guess it's the network issues. So yes, today we are going to talk about, so Sushma Patel, that's exactly what I'm clarifying. I'm not answering questions today. What I'm doing is according to your sun signs. That means according to your birth date. For example, if you're born on 4th of April, you become an Aries. If you're born on 6th of September, you become a Virgo. So we are going to talk about, thanks so much Namrata ji for your wishes. Happy Diwali to you too. Hi Simran Kaur, good morning. I hope you had a very happy Diwali. So today we are going to talk about what the angels want to guide you, what the angels want you to learn in this year, like from this Diwali to next Diwali. Yeah, so yes, I have taken down notes also because I've been studying since morning. Yeah, see, here's my book, so I'm kind of written. So I hope to do justice, and I hope that you really follow your growth part also. So if you are born as an Aries, that is from 24th of March to 21st of April, because 21st to 24th is generally a cusp, so you can take it either way. So if you are an Aries, what my angels have to say is that this year is going to be an year of deep transformation. You are going to realize, generally Aries, as we know, are very exuberant people, very lively, very full of life, and they are like saying this, doing that. Hi Mitali Talukdar, thanks so much for watching. Good morning. I hope you had a wonderful Diwali yesterday. I saw the photographs and they were wow. Yeah, so if you are an Arian, please understand that this year you are probably going to reel in a lot of your emotions, or the way you are always active and loud and doing this and that, running on your horse. You are going to become a little quieter, but it's going to be you will be embracing silence, and you'll be going deep within to find your own way. As they say, once when we focus inward into our own selves, 84,000 doors open. That's what Buddha had once said, that whenever we are looking outward, we are basically focusing on if this is right, that's right. But when we go inwards, we bring ourselves to a state of peace, a state of unison, with what the universe wants us to do, wants us, to embrace. And trust me, the interesting part is that whatever you are going to set out to do this year, you are going to achieve it. It might really take a toll on your health. It can be physical, mental, even social, but you are going to be victorious because you have this one single-minded focus on what you need to do. So yes, for Arians, what I would say is there is a lot of recognition, awards, rewards, victory, but there would be a deep transformation within you, because you realize the power of silence, realize the power of going inward. Yeah, so yes, this is for the Aries. Then we come to Taurus. So generally Taurians, we believe, are very calm and quiet. Of course they are stubborn as well, and as they say in Hindi, jab suyi atak jati hai to bilkul atak jati hai. But you know what, they are going to develop a very beautiful quality this year. They are going to very consciously do that, and that is seeing through the veils of people. We meet so many people, and there are so many people. Generally we are involved in life, even if you're working or you're not working, you meet a lot of people, and they will develop this ability to see beyond the illusion. They will actually know who is the real friend, who is not, and if somebody is saying something, are they really saying it for impact, or are they really meaning it, you know. And at the same time, what you say, you know, they are going to get into a lot of objective thinking, really thinking if they want this or they do not want that. So yes, this year they are going to be faced with a lot of decisions, where they will have to you know, sort of do a little bit of firefighting, putting on their thinking caps and understanding if they need to do this or they need to do that. And they will be literally, as they say, you know, calling a spade a spade. So yes, for Taurians, this is the time to develop this new skill of really you know, okay, just 1 second. Namrata has written something. Thank you so much, Aditi. Extremely meaningful and exactly what my son and me, both Arians, are going through. Thank you for your encouragement. Oh, that's wonderful. You know, the best part about an FB Live is immediately you get into the gratification. You understand how it is connecting. Thanks so much. But remember, victory will be yours. So I think that's the punchline. Yeah, coming back to Taurus. So you know, Taurians are going to understand that what they are actually looking for in the outside world starts from the world within. So they are ready to make a lot of changes within their own world inside, how they see, and they are going to be able to see through the whole Maya thing, as they say in Hindi, the Maya of things, the illusion of things, and that's how they are going to progress. So that's what is there for Taurians this year. Now we come to Gemini. Now Gemini is in June. Yes, Pamela, 21st April will see both Aries and Taurian. So yes, Pamela, for you, both the things will be, you know, valid. You will be going through both the things, you know, as in the deep inner transformation of the Arian, where the Arian will really have to fight with his own self. Ki, oh God, no, I need to rein in and I need to keep quiet. Right? But as a Taurian, you will know, you know, that no, this is simple Maya, this is just what is looking on the surface, but deep within there is something else. So yes, there will be these, both the forces, you know, they will be there. But the beautiful part is you are independent, you are extremely realistic. That is what your Taurian thing will give you this year. And the go ahead of the Arian, you know, you will have it from the Aries, right? So that is what it will happen. Hi Shivani Marwa, looking lovely dog. Thank you so much. I know after a Diwali evening, if I'm looking nice, thank you so much. I think it was just here. Hi Neeraj Dillo, you know, you've joined in at the right time. We are just on Gemini. So you know what, for Gemini, this is a very beautiful card, and the card talks about a very happy family or social life. And when I say social life, it can be even on the social media, on the phones. You know, his a Geminian's phone line will be buzzing throughout the year. Yeah. So you know, and the beautiful part is that they are going to form relationships, loads and loads of relationships, and very happy relationships. And let me explain to you what I mean by happy here, because the cards actually talk about the what kind of happiness we are talking about. So it's like two people having different vibes, having different you know, gifts that they want to offer. So they meet on a common platform and they share all their you know, gifts that they have with each other, and when the job is done, they are okay to say bye-bye also. So that's exactly what is going to happen. And I see that there is a lot of abundance, right? They're going to make a lot of good friends, and the relationship is going to be very mature. Hi Swati Nalawde, thanks so much. Hi Manjari Avula, sorry if I'm unable to explain pronounce your surname very well. Okay, so Manjari, I'm not doing any reading today. I'm just talking about what your sun sign is going to help you achieve or learn in this year, that is from this Diwali to the next Diwali. So we are on Gemini now, and we are talking that Geminis are going to really make very mature and great friends and acquaintances. It can be in their business, in their project, it can be in their job, in their social circle, you know, and they are going to cut out the drama. They will say, excuse me, I don't want any drama, no over the top things, just knowing and accepting, going with the flow, you know. So Geminis will be making all the relationships with a lot of awareness, you know, that when they are together, they are sharing, and if they aren't there, then they are absolutely fine. They are not really cribbing about things, you know. And you know what, it's going to be a journey for the Geminians to really go through the entire year and build on relationships and learn this art that, you know, no need to cry, no need to make a whole halla of things, but it's absolutely fine. So yes, they are going to come into their own. They are going to become more and more mature, more and more accepting of life, more and more accepting of the realities of life. Yeah, so this is for the Gemini. Hi Urmeet Kaur, happy Diwali. Neeraj Dhillon, as I've already mentioned before, we are not doing any card readings for anyone. We are just doing what your sun signs are going to talk about in this year. What are the angels trying to gift you as learning for your own spiritual journey this year? Yeah, Neeraj? Yeah, Gemini. I've just okay, Swati. So you are a Gemini. So lovely. So you're going to have a wonderful time this year. Your phone lines are going to be buzzing. You're going to be making very, very mature relationships, as in sharing your gifts absolutely openly, you know, without mixing it. So for example, you know, if we say you are a yellow colored tree and you have a friend who's a red colored tree, so you know, yellow and red will not mix, but they will be very much together. So you will see the leaves of yellow tree also and the leaves of the red colored tree also. So both of them very independent, very realistic, right? But together also. Yeah, and independent also. So yes, that's there for you this year. You're going to learn this, Swati, and in a very, very mature fashion. So now we come to Cancer. Now Cancer is going to have a very, very happy time, in the sense that they are going to really enjoy the luxuries of life. They are going to, it's like they will be gliding through the entire year, flowering and sharing wholeheartedly. Okay, so as they say that, if you know, for example, if you consider yourself to be a tree which is a flowering tree, they are going to spread their fragrance, they are going to spread the seeds, they are going to you know, allow bees to have nectar, they are going to you know, give shade to people who might want to sit for some time in their shadow. So you know, they will know what they are. Mainly what is going to happen is that they are going to be very comfortable in their own skin, be very confident about who they are and what they can share. They will know more and more about their own abilities, and they will be absolutely okay sharing it. It's not that you know, if you are a professional, you will always say, okay, I need this much is my you know, energy exchange, and so of course that will happen. But if they feel, if they know, if they believe that the other person needs it, they will be very, very okay to share their gifts with everyone. So that is the beauty, and this is what they are going to learn. It's all right to be your own self. It's all right to share openly. It's all right if, you know, you just be yourself, and that's a very beautiful space to be in. You know, it's like celebrating joy, celebrating life. And you know what, the universe is going to shower all its blessings on the Cancer, because you know, their cup is full. This year a Cancerian is going to learn that their cup is full of joy, of happiness, and whatever it is that they, you know, they will be able to take care of it. And so when they are living in abundance themselves, they will be able to share a lot of abundance with others. Yeah, so yes, they might also have some unexpected money, unexpected success, and they might also be relocating or redecorating their houses. That is what is there for Cancerians. So for all you Cancerians there, please be very, very clear that you need to offer a lot of gratitude to the universe, because this year you are going to share your gifts. Those have been bestowed upon you by the universe and the divine. Yeah. Hey Surbhi Gupta, thank you so much for the compliment. Thanks. So yes, we are now coming to the sun sign of Leo, and for the Leo, it is going to be a little time of struggle. When I mean struggle, it's not the external struggle that I'm talking about. It's about an internal struggle. Internal struggle of coming to, you know, understanding how to integrate the old and the new. You know, as they say that you should know how to sing in the rain, but you should also know how to rough it up in the mud. Yeah, you should know how to sort of mix your inner wisdom with what is happening outside, and how you need to translate the inner wisdom into action when you are dealing with things, right? So that is what the Leos are going to learn, you know. So inner wisdom and outer grit to carry it off. And at the same time, you know what, they are going to be always on this horse to achieve this or that, you know, because as they say, once you reach this stage, there is something here, then there is something here, then there is something here, right? So they are also going to learn how to be content with what they have achieved. And they will also learn, they might become a little mellowed, because they are going to learn how to be okay. How to be okay with what they do not have, and how to be okay with what they have. So they will learn how to be in a content space, yeah, how they can reach the meditative state, how they can be in balance with everything, because that's what life is all about. You cannot always be either here or either there. You need to come to the center most of the times. So this is what exactly it's going to come. But yes, they are going to be faced with a lot of decisions this year. They might not be able to really clear off everything that is on the table every day, so there will be a lot of things. But if they are not able to clear off, if a Leo isn't able to clear off everything that is on the table, that is not because of Leo's inability, but because they do not want to look at things as problems. They do not want to look at the problems. They just they feel ki, oh God, why am I asked to do this? Why do I have to do it? So they might probably postpone their problems as much as they can. So my advice to Leos for this year, from this Diwali to next Diwali, is please, whatever is on your plate, look at it realistically. Know that it exists, and if it is there on your table, it is there to be sorted out. So please sort it out as soon as you can, because even if you don't want to take a decision right now, understand that it is important to take the decision and move ahead. Yeah, so that is there for Leo. Now we come to Virgo. Let me pick up the cards. Yeah, so for people who are born from August 24th to 21st of September, they are called Virgos. Their sun sign is Virgo, and this year is going to be a lot of loosening up exercise for Virgos. As it is, if you go through the sun sign, Virgos are supposed to be very methodical, very organized, and they like to keep the things in their own manner. They like to do things in their own way. So so what the card that came out to me was that they have built a beautiful they have built everything very nicely around them, but because of their rigid ideas and customs or beliefs that they have either been brought up with, or they I wouldn't really say brought up with. Yes, there is always a factor that we are brought up with certain things, but even after we are brought up with certain things, we always sort of modify it according to our conveniences. So a Virgo has till now built up all the ideas, all the customs and all that he thinks in a particular fashion, and that is now restricting life's flow. That is exactly what I get in the card, that life's flow is being restricted. And consider like a stream is flowing. When a stream is flowing, it is flowing gently, calmly. It might not be very fast, but it is still flowing. But if you sort of build a boundary, it becomes a pond and the water becomes still. Yeah, it looks beautiful. You plant lotus, you plant lilies, you plant everything. It looks beautiful, but then it is still stagnant, right? So what the Virgo will have to learn is to leave the harsh conditioning, to understand that to be in flow is to be in life. Yeah. Allow morality to bubble up inside you. Do not really get into this whole system. Okay, this has to be like this, this has to be like this, this has to be like this. This is the time to look at things with a totally different perspective. Allow yourself to be shocked. Allow yourself to be mentored. Allow yourself to be told that, hello, this is not right, or this was right at a certain time, but at this moment we need to change. We need to change how we see things, how we do things. And I'm not saying immediately accept it and just do it like that, but allow yourself open the doors, open the gate to be as they say, to be blessed. बिकॉज जब तक हम हाथ नहीं फैलाएंगे, हमारे हाथ खुले नहीं होंगे, तो ऊपर से आशीर्वाद भी गिरता है तो हमारा हाथों में नहीं आता है, या अगर हमारा सिर नहीं झुका होगा तो हमारे सिर पे आशीर्वाद आएगा कैसे. सो फॉर वर्गोज, yes, it is going to be a little tough year, but it's going to be a very, very rewarding year, because the moment you open yourself in awareness and you're alert about it, you definitely allow change to flow in. Yeah. Now we come to October, that is the Libra, one of the most beautiful and the pretty signs, as they say. So yes, for the Librans, this is going to be a time when you realize that you are much more than you have always believed what you are. As we grow in life, friends, we all understand that, we sort of classify people. Okay, she is like this, he is like this person is like this person is like that. They can do this, they can do that. Yeah, so Librans are going to realize that they are not a square, they are not a triangle, they are not a polygram, but they can always either be a square, sometimes be a triangle, sometimes be a circle, whatever they wish to be. So there is more to it than what they are, you know. And whatever they have believed to be, they are going to know that they are much more beyond that. It can be new ideas, a lot of new opportunities, and they are going to find out new avenues just because they are going to cultivate this thought process, that there is much more that they can do, a lot of out of the box thinking, and Librans are known for that. But yes, this is the year when they are going to manifest a lot of things, and they are also going to understand that there are a lot of manifesting tools. They have a lot of dreams, they have a lot of new ideas, and I really see that this year, you know, in the first 3-4 months, they are going to really have a lot of good ideas, doable ideas, bankable ideas, you know, absolutely grounded ideas, which are going to give them a lot of abundance and prosperity in the future. So you know, they have actually thought about things, they have planned about things, and they are now going to put it into action. So yes, for Librans, they have now formulated how they are going to take their life, their work, their project forward. So if you've been thinking of marriage, if you've been thinking of a certain relationship, so you're going to make things work. You're going to really know that yes, you have the capacity to do certain things, and you are going to just, you know, move ahead. So as they say, profitable venture, it can be work, business, and you will be ready to explore and move ahead from, you know, whatever you've been facing. And according to me, in my cards, I see you've been facing a little tough time. So yes, the tough time is over. You've taken decisions. You're going to call the shots this year, and the universe is going to bless you with that. Yeah. So moving ahead, we come to October 24th to 21st of November. That is the Scorpio time. Now for Scorpios, I don't know who all here are watching are Scorpios, but yes, whoever is a Scorpio, they are going to have a wonderful time, because the Scorpios whom I know of, so one of my brother is a Scorpio, and yes, I have a few friends who are Scorpios, and I know them to be very passionate and very gung-ho people. Yeah, at the same time, this year is going to be an absolute, as they say, a year for them, a sort of a breakthrough year for them. You know, what I see is that they are going to be, they have, you know, gone through a lot of mental and emotional, I wouldn't say trauma, but, you know, a roller coaster this year. And it's like they have been pushed against the wall. So this year is a year of breakthrough, where they will be looking closely at their life. What is their role in their life, in the you know, life of friends and family? What is their role in the profession that they are in? If they are doing a job, or if they are doing a business, wherever they are going to really question themselves. And my friends, only when you sit and question yourself, when you look at things in the realistic way as they are, you will find difficult answers for yourself, and then there are difficult decisions to take. Yes, so exactly, you know, this is what this entire year is going to be for them. But you know what, knowing Scorpios as they are, they might not like to take tough decisions at a time. They might not really like, but you know, they will take up the harsh decisions. They will have to do this work. They will have to do the cleanup. Total. Hello Malaji, good morning. Thank you so much for joining in. I hope you've had a great Diwali yesterday with your family. Yeah, so today we are doing the sun signs, and we are already on November. That is the Scorpios. Yeah. So you know what, they are feeling that they are pushed against the wall, as they say, but you know, these Scorpios have a great amount of power, a great amount of inner strength. So they are really going to break through from the wall and finally learn to call a spade a spade. They generally do, but you know what, Scorpios can be very much in the mind. They can really think, should I be calling a spade at this moment, or should I leave it for some time? Yeah, but now they are going to do that, and they are going to move ahead. And what they have been enduring for so long, they will find the energy and strength to break the wall and take harsh decisions if the need is there. So allow the universe to help you. Please, Scorpios, understand that universe is totally aligned to help you. You know, at a certain point in time, sometime in the mid next year, you might feel the pinch, you might feel the heat, but you know what, the greatest adventure is to go through a breakthrough with a lot of awareness and vision. So here We have our angels who are telling you, listen, the victory is going to be yours in the end. You know, the victory is going to be yours in the end. Justice will be served. You are the one who's going to get the better deal, even if at this moment it doesn't seem like this. So please do what you feel is the right thing to be done, not what is easy to be done right at this moment. So yeah, take the worst, what you feel is the toughest decision, toughest call in your life, and know that you are going to be blessed by the stars, and justice will be served, and you will get the better deal, even if at this moment you are feeling a little let down by life. Yeah. Moving ahead, we come to Sagittarius. These are okay, so what Vijeta has to write is great perspective on idea of adventure. I know, for the first time when I was reading, about how will a Scorpio go about it, then I realized that yes, Scorpios are adventurous, from what I've read and what I've learned and from my personal experience. And I also know, as I said, I have a brother who's a Scorpio and a niece who's a Scorpio as well. If you tell them that this is what it is and this is how it is, they will already, they have a very buzzing mind. And as I said, they're very, very enthusiastic also. They're very energetic. They're very passionate about things. And so yes, if you tell them, they have a certain idea. They can create something. They can think how they would want it to be, how they can go about, right? So yes, Scorpios can go on their own adventure and get this great, wonderful breakthrough. Yes, Urmeet Kaur, so you are a Saggy, I suppose, because you've, put both your hands up. So, a Saggy is going to have a wonderful time this year, because this is going to be a time of pure energy. Yeah, just a minute. Just a minute. Yes. Yeah. So, 1 second. Yeah, so for a Saggy, this is going to be a time of pure energy, pure moving ahead with a lot of perspective, with a lot of knowing that, as they say, Arjun ko fish ki aankh dikhi thi. Yes, so bilkul waise, you would go straight ahead, charging ahead, roaring ahead. So for some people, people might, for some people it might be, oh God, she's threatening me. But for some others, it might be a refreshing change. Ki, oh God, finally she's found, what she wants to do and what a Saggy wants to do, and they are going, towards their own goal. So it's single-minded focus to attain the goal or the vision. But you know what? The caution is that people who feel threatened about you or from you, you need to tell them, hello, it's all right. This is just for this phase. I'm not like this. So maybe they will take time, because to understand what kind of a person you are, because you're not always on this horse and charging ahead. You also need your time to sit back and relax and think and cool your heels. So you need to be a little more sympathetic. I don't think so sympathetic is the right word, but aware, and you need to settle their ruffled feathers also at the same time, because we do not want people to feel threatened by you. There will be a lot of originality, a lot of newness in what you do, and also ensure that if you are doing things not original or with not with a lot of newness, maybe that might not go very well. So please have 1 or 2 tricks above your sleeve, yeah, and understand that this year you are not going to be a follower. So yes, you can take inspiration from a lot of things, Sagittarians, but please try to make your own mixture. Please try to make your own, build your own castle kind of a thing. And once more, a very, very important thing is that Sagittarians, you all need to trust yourself, because there are going to be times on the, sometimes in this year, from this Diwali to next, where you are going to be questioned a lot about your motives, about what you feel, about what you are doing, if it is right or wrong, and you need to rethink, and you'll be told to rethink a lot of things. But please understand, trust yourself and just move ahead, because along the way you are going to find some trustworthy people also. And in the end, let me tell you that whatever you've been aiming for, you will be able to achieve at least 90 to 95% of that. So yes, at the end is going to be very, very rewarding. It's going to be, you are going to feel that all the sweat and hard work was worth it, because right now you are only charging ahead. But once you achieve it, you're going to feel good. You're going to feel really contented with what you have done. Yeah. So this is for the Sagittarians. Yes, now we come to the Capricorns. So for Capricorns, it's going to be a year when they are going to, sort of transform themselves. So transform in the sense, so I want to actually tell you something, that they have been seeking something. When you get these cards, the cards that I have got, friends, it's about coming to a certain end of a certain journey. Okay, so they have been seeking something, they've been wanting something, they've been desiring something, and this is the time they have come to finally, have the right solution. Yeah, they've been on a journey to find something. What do I do? What does this thing mean to me? Is this the job, the right job? Or if they have been doing something, is this the right thing that I need to do? Everything, right? But you know what? Whenever so this entire year is going to be a journey to finally settle. After a journey, when you are in the last leg of the journey, you sort of okay, Vijeta says, thank you, Aditya. I usually don't read all these horoscopes, but this was great. Thank you so much. Okay, so I take it that you're also a Sagittarius. Lovely. So this year you're going to tell me by next Diwali how it has, been for you. So once again, coming to Capricorn. So you know what? When you are on a journey, when you are on the last leg of a journey, you know that you have to let this go. And you allow it to go gracefully. Now, when do you allow things to, finish gracefully is when you are deeply rooted, not in fear, not in insecurity, but in a realization that this is exactly how it should be. A lot of past things are going to come up, Capricornians, and I must say it's not a warning. It's not a warning at all, because you've seen it coming. You've seen it coming, you've been preparing for it. This has been your life path. It can be a job, it can be a relationship, it can be a project, it might be a business venture which you started with so much of hard work. You might have picked up loans, you might have sweated for it, you might have done God knows what, to build it up. But finally you understand that no, I need to close it, or I need to move ahead, or I need to pass it on from me to somebody else. So whatever it is, whatever closures you are seeking, they're all going to come, so and you feel a need to move on. You are feeling that now the time is up. So yes, you are going to be very, very true to yourself. Okay, so you are going to look for inspirations, but at the same time you are not going to look for inspiration outside. You're going to look for inspiration within you. So this year, Capricornians, you are all going within your own self, and you're going to look at things with a very, very different perspective, going back to your source energy, going back to your roots, going back to what you are. So this year, whatever you are going to do, you are going to bring your individuality into picture. So if you bake a cake, maybe you want to put a little more sugar, you want to add a little cinnamon, you want to add a little pepper, you might do that. So you will individualize everything. You're going to get your personal touch, because all this time in the past, you've been sort of doing things either by the book, or you've been doing it because it has to be done this way. But this time it's not going to be that. Your vibe, you're going to add your own touch, your own vibe to everything that you attempt. And this is absolutely like entering into the new phase. So by the end of this year, that is by the end of this by the time we are on the next Diwali, you would have already sort of brought yourself into that position where you are going to add your own personal touch to every single thing. Yeah, so that's there for Capricornians. Now, yes, now we come to Aquarians. Friends, don't mind, I just want to take a sip of my coffee that's waiting here. Yes. Hi Mansha Jain, thank you so much for joining in. I know it's a little tough time just after Diwali, but we are doing a very, very interesting thing, that is talking about the sun signs and what the angels want to guide you as to what are the attributes that you might need to tide over the times that are going to come in this year. What are the factors that you need to include in your life, or the guidances that the angels can give. So here we are on the last second of our sun sign, that is Aquarius, the February people, So yes, so the cards that I get is that they are in absolutely demanding times. Hi Sonal Maheshwari, thank you so much. Hi, Dr. Aditi. Please say for me Scorpio. Sonal, we've already done with Scorpio, and trust me, it's a breakthrough year. That's all I can tell you. You'll have to scroll a little up, go a little behind, because we are on Aquarius right now. So yes, you just have to scroll up too. And this is going to be a very important year, Sonal. That's what I can say. It's going to be a breakthrough year for you. So definitely, please do go back and hear about what I said about Scorpios. So right now we are on Aquarians, and dear Aquarians, this is going to be a very demanding time. Very, very, very demanding time for you all. You need to take control of your own self. Absolute control of your own self and things around you, because there is a lot going on. What you see is probably just the tip of the iceberg. It can be your family, it can be your friends, it can be your relatives, it can be work, job, business, relationship, husband, wife, whatever, every single thing. There's going to be a lot going on. So, you know, at all levels. So you will be on the toes all the time. You will have a buzzing mind. You know, what do I do? What do I do? The moment you feel, okay, things have settled now, something will crop up. So for Aquarians, this is going to be a, you know, a time when they are going to feel, oh God, I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this, and do it well also. But you know what? They have actually, the interesting part is they have built a beautiful castle. Let's take an example of a beautiful house that they've built, you know, absolutely cleaning, absolutely clean, very glittering, and well-oiled machinery that, you know, they have a cook, they have this, that, and everything is, you know, as it should be. But only an Aquarian will know this year how much effort goes in maintaining that smooth working of the entire household. Yeah, so what is coming out is that, you know, though you've built a great impressive structure around you and everything is, you know, so perfect, this year you need to loosen up. You need to loosen up. You need to start seeing humor and lightness in the situations. It's okay sometimes if something goofs up, or sometimes things don't happen as per your expectation, or as they say, my standard. This is how I do. So it's absolutely all right. So this year is going to help all the Aquarians learn to, you know, sort of loosen their necktie and say, okay, it's all right. It just happened. Let it be. This can also happen, and it doesn't speak a lot about me. It's not always about, you know, if I don't do this thing right at this moment, I have failed. So Aquarians, definitely they need to allow some air to flow in. They allow to, you know, allow themselves to take things easily, you know. They need to understand that with a lot of control that they want to exert, with a lot of perfection that they want to get to things, they will also allow anxiety, nervousness and stress to sort of seep into them. And that is not what we want. So for all you Aquarians, relax, you know, sit back and say, it's okay, it's all right. Yeah, you are confident, you are creative, and, you know, you have to put your energy into all the new things, you know, because there are going to be a lot of new things that are going to come up in your life also. So for that, you need to be outgoing. You need to be a little, as they say, a little mischievous, because हमेशा बहुत serious होके नहीं चल सकते. Hey Shivani, good tip for Aquarians. So are you an Aquarian? Do I take it, or you know, your boys are Aquarian, somebody, or you know, some close family friend? So, you know, moving ahead about Aquarians, the last things that I want to say about them is that, you know what, because they have sort of put themselves in a mold, they might find it a little difficult to embrace certain new things. So they need to understand that if I have to be creative, if I have to be original, I need to break the existing mold. So this year is going to teach them how to break what they have made, the way they have made it. Oh God, Shivani, all of us are Aquarians. That means you and both your children are Aquarians. My God, you might have a very buzzing and a pulsating, you know, activity-based household, I think so. Or, you know, all of you are in your own zones. Okay. So, yes, so all of you need to break your own molds that you've created and allow some new creative things to get inside. Because what I see is you are going to build a lot of new things. As they said, have you heard of this movie where they built about this Wakanda? So we'll talk about it later. I think this is not the place. But as I said, so, you know, you have to build something. So for Aquarians who are going to build something new this year, they have to break their existing mold. So don't be afraid if you have to break some of your own beliefs, some of your own habits, some of the things that you've valued over the years. If you need to change, you need to change. Yeah, Aquarians, so best of luck. And now we come to the last sun sign that is there, that is Pisces. So, you know, I want to say a small story for all the Pisceans out there. So there was this cub, yeah, a lion's baby, a cub, and the cub was raised by a family of sheep. Yeah, so this cub grew up all his life believing that he is not a lion, he is not a lion's cub, he is a sheep, just a little different from what they look. But one day the lions, they took this cub again with them, and then they, you know, so there's this in the story, it's like the lion and the cub are standing and they are gazing at the reflection in the pond, and the lion says, see, you are one of us, you are not a sheep. Yeah, and this cub becomes, you know, is very surprised. He says, no, I am a sheep. And he says, no, you're not, and you can do this and you can do that. And then begins the self-discovery journey of this cub, who understands that though he was with the sheep and he has grown up with them, he loves them, he isn't a sheep, he is a lion. So the journey of a Piscean this year will be actually, you know, waking up from the slumber, understanding that there is so much more to, you know, him or her, and they will release all their conditionings, the way they feel that their minds work or the way they feel that their mind should be working. They will make a move to break out from whatever they have had, you know, whatever they have always thought themselves to be, their lives to be, people around, within, everything, you know. So they are going to break their mold and finally emerge victorious. They are, you know, they will understand that their own personality is their own, and they can make their own personality, they can add shades to it, but they are who they are. So they will discover themselves, and the interesting part is that they will go through a lot of you know, emotional upheavals during this time, feeling, is this right, is that right, is this the way I should be doing it, is this what I am, is this what I shouldn't be doing. So even after you know, after the whole roller coaster, by the end of the year, that is by the next Diwali, they will realize that what they are is what they are, and it's okay, and it's absolutely all right. If they have friends who are of different kinds, that's okay. It doesn't mean that they have to conform with everything that they say. They need to accept their own things. Yes, see, I am a cusp, half Piscean and half Aries. Okay, so the Aries and this Piscean thing comes together for you. So the interesting part is that whatever you're going to wish for yourself during this year, from this Diwali to next Diwali, you will see that you've completed 80% of that journey. And when I mean 80% of the journey of the physical manifestation of things always begins with the transformation that happens inside. So yes, this year you are going to understand that whatever you've been thinking, whatever you've been nervous about, whatever you've been anxious about, all those concerns are going to fade away, all those concerns are going to move away. But of course, after you've done this absolute wonderful work of knowing who you are, because once you know who you are, only then your concerns are going to fade away, and you are going to love the life that you are going to lead, or you will be leading. Yes, so after this year of recognition of who you are, knowing what you are, and being okay and being comfortable in your own skin, and also accepting everybody who is the way it is, you know, and not trying to change either yourself or the other things, I think it's going to be a very happy Diwali next year for you Pisceans as well. So friends, with this we come to you know, to the end of today's FB Live, where I was talking about what angels have in store for you, what guidance angels have in store for you. Now the guidance that I have read is a very broad guidance, so I would like you all to know that whatever guidance I have given you is a very broad guidance. You know, it is spread over a year, so there are going to be small tidbits happening throughout the year. Yeah, so if you want, you can definitely reach out to me for a professional guidance for the month, for the week, or you know very well that every Thursday for all your questions I do Guru Seva Guruvar from 5 p.m. India time. Though generally we say the time is from 5 to 5:30, but whoever has attended knows that it goes far beyond 5:30. So whatever your concerns are, please feel free to reach out to me in whichever capacity, and believe that I will put my more than 1000%, how many zeros you can add, you may definitely add, to help you out with the guidances from the angels. Yes, so that's it from now today. Enjoy the Diwali festive fervor that you are already in, and stay safe. Bye-bye. Okay, so the last message was, thank you so much, Aditi. Wonderful advice and such a assuring message. Loads of gratitude. Gratitude to all.